Welcome to Nighttime at the Nerd Bar, episode 93.
Oh my God, we're so close.
So close. We're getting there.
Holy
It's almost
cow.
the end of the year, too, which is like, wait, what? Like Thanksgiving's in a week. What?
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. I had a small heart
Woo,
attack this
woo.
morning when one of my Christmas flights, as it turned out, either didn't get booked or canceled and didn't tell me.
Oh,
So I
no.
rebooked it this morning and had a moment of,
Yeah.
it's the holiday season.
Right. Yes.
Poll for the chat. When do you start listening to Christmas music?
That is a good one. We are live. So if you're joining us live, join us in the live chat and let us know if you're watching this later. Comment down below. Yeah, I'm curious. I don't like, let's get through at least Thanksgiving, because I went to many stores the day after Halloween. It was not like very little Halloween, like leftover things on sale. It really was bottom of the barrel, but it was Christmas already. I'm like, whoa, can we have a moment to breathe, please? But yeah.
I spent a chunk of time in early October trying to find the Pillsbury like cutout cookies with the ghosts and the pumpkins in them, and they were gone by like October 10th. But you could get the Thanksgiving cookies and the Christmas cookies, which to me makes no sense when it's perishables that you would be serving at a themed party. So, in terms of things showing up a little too early, I'm very tired of the merchandise side showing up pre-Halloween. In terms of music, I'm at the point of it's been such a rough, I want to say at this point, 8 years, especially the last 3 or so, that at this point I'm willing to say if it makes you happy, if it gives you the good brain juice, if it helps you get through the day, you listen to whatever the hell you want to listen to. If that is Mariah Carey on repeat, Mariah Carey. It is Mariah Carey. All I Want for Christmas is You. Yeah, if that's All I Want for Christmas is You on repeat, you do you. Please wear headphones.
Yeah.
But I say that for everyone listening to music in public, please wear headphones. It's considerate of everyone around you. So for me personally, if I encounter it in the wild right now, cool, great, awesome, I'm here for it. But my playlist doesn't start until the day after Thanksgiving.
Looking over in the live chat, we got Giga Derek says, I start Halloween night the second I clock out of work. Release my Mariah Carey demon. All right. But we should get into introductions as well, because we were getting all excited on that. So we'll hold that thought. So hello, I'm Carrie Lane.
And I'm Katie Cullen.
Yes. And then looking over the live chat too, Giga Derek, we had the question last week of what would your name be that's like the gardener, the shopkeeper. Related said depressed trowel reporting for duty.
Oh, buddy, no.
No.
Fam, come on.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, we're glad you're here. And
yes.
Hopefully this helps a little bit. Bringing you that Monday energy. We got some anime news. We'll be talking Spy Family and recommendations for other things you should check out. So stick around for all of that. Christmas music. I like finding other music I haven't really heard before. Like I remember there's a place that was like UK holiday music, and I'm like, new songs, cool. Because I don't know, there's some that I'm like,
my
listen with headphones.
My playlist is not robust enough for it to really be on repeat, because I don't have a lot of the, and you hear this all the time on the Pandora station or the radio station or whatever, I have a lot of the, this is a thing I enjoy. This is a single. This is I have honestly half of the Bare Naked Ladies Christmas album, including Green Christmas and their cover of God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen with Sarah McLachlan, which is amazing. I have Christmas rapping. I have Dominic the Donkey. I have Feliz Navidad. I have all of the, well, this isn't a normal one, but I'm here for it. And also a metric ton of Mannheim Steamroller. Mannheim Steamroller is the best Christmas music. Y'all fight me on that. I will win.
If you have favorite Christmas holiday songs and such, please let us know. Also, it's still, I think, going on. The bigger day was yesterday, but still, if you celebrate, happy Diwali.
Yes.
That was the other big holiday going on right now. So, like, even more of kicking off the holiday season. And I'm enjoying all the festive, well, with all the awful thing, with everything going on in the world, it's nice when there are nice things to celebrate as well. But
if you are I'm gonna say if you like Lush, they currently have a Diwali bath bomb that is like 3 pieces and a
Ooh,
little flame. Oh, it's so
pretty.
cute. And
Oh, that's
a
cute.
brand new like jasmine shower gel. I was at Lush this
Oh,
weekend and they have a few brand new products for Diwali and they
nice.
are adorable and smell wonderful. Because that is what
Yay.
Lush is for, is smelling wonderful.
Nice. Yeah, the Lush that was by me closed. So I'm like,
Oh,
uh,
rude.
look at holiday music. Giga Derek in the chat says Busta Rhymes and Jim Carrey cover You're a Man, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. All right.
Squirrel Nut Zippers also did a really good cover of that. Yeah.
So
No,
let's get it.
Whirling
Well,
Dervishes did a really good cover. I think. I can't
really?
remember. It's on my list. I'm just going to share that Christmas playlist and be like, here's all my weird stuff. Go.
We're excited about holiday music, and that leads us
Indeed.
to our things we're excited about. So let's get into some quick news and things we're excited about. So if you're going to be attending Anime NYC, which is coming up, there is going to be an Oshinoko press conference, and that will have production staff, including the director. And so that will be on Saturday. So next Saturday, November 18th. Eastern time, it'll be 2 p.m. and the press conference is 2:25 to 3 o'clock. So this is press. So be looking out for news coming right after that because this one looks like more just a press one, but still look out for news if you're looking for that.
Yeah.
And I was saying anything else. Oh, it'll be prior to the High Dive Presents, the interview panel taking place later that day. So that sounds like one more for regular attendees, but be on the lookout if you're going to Anime NYC.
And Oshinoko is runaway popular and, to my understanding, absolutely buck wild. So if you are into the show or if you are interested, well, if you're interested in the show, get caught up on High Dive. But if you are into the show, definitely check out the panels. Speaking of the animes and watching the animes, which we do a lot here, we have spoken about Suzume, we have covered Suzume, we have seen Suzume, it is amazing. And now, if you were unable to see Suzume in theaters, you can see it streaming exclusively on Crunchyroll. That starts on November 16th, and it will be available in North America and all of Crunchyroll's international territories, excluding Asia and France. So, if you are a Crunchyroll subscriber, keep an eye out. That drops a few days from now. If you are not a Crunchyroll subscriber, hey, maybe now's a good time for that trial, because Suzume is incredible. If you have not yet had the chance to see it, highly recommended. Of course, it's going to make you cry. It's a Makoto Shinkai piece, but it's so good, y'all. So hop on to Crunchyroll, check that out on the 16th.
Yes. And when you're done with that, or before, because we don't go into spoilers, check out our interviews with the cast here on this channel. There's a playlist for it. So be on the lookout.
Yes.
There we go. And then for you graphic novel lovers, there we go, words. Holiday season, Tokyo Pop has some stuff coming your way and get you in the holiday spirit. And here are some titles of note. There we go. Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix. That name alone just sounds
I
fun.
love that. Oh my God, yes. I love that.
An originals boy love manga inspired by the Netflix anime series featuring alter egos of characters from the hit Ubisoft video game games in a highly referential homage. There we go, to the early 90s. I can read words and things. We also have, there's a Disney manga collection. Disney manga, Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, The Battle for Pumpkin King, and Macy's Journal, A Guide to Amphibia. All right.
Ooh.
And we also some other titles under the Comics That Matter. They include Guardian of Fukushima, Why I Adopted My Husband, and at 30, I had no gender, life lessons from 50-year-old after 2 decades of self-discovery. So
okay, that sounds fun. Those sound great though.
I was like, yes, these are such great titles.
Good time.
Yeah. Like, all right. And then just double checking. So yeah, for more information, be sure to follow Tokyo Pop on social media to be up to date of when those come out. Looking through, either some are available now and then some are coming up in early December. Yes. So
Yeah. And
be on
again,
the
the
lookout.
usual pre-order strategy applies, is that
Mhm.
if you are getting these as a gift for someone in gift giving season and they maybe don't arrive on time or aren't releasing before said gift is meant to be given, print out a picture of them, put them in the card so that way they know, hey, yes, I have gotten you a gift. It is this gift. It will arrive at this time. But until then, you know I've gotten you this gift and it's on the way. Like, it is a
Yes.
legitimate strategy. I have used it for years.
I like it. I was like, that works because then it's a tangible thing,
Mhm.
even when it's not ready yet. So, yes.
And it's not just, I promise I got you something, it's not here. It's, I did get you something. Here is what it is. Now you know what to expect. So you get the excitement of them opening it in front of you and that acknowledgement of, oh, it's the thing I like, even if the thing they like has not physically arrived yet.
I was going to say, speaking of getting a thing, Spy Family, there are some gifts given and sort of. And why is a skeleton keychain on a cruise ship? I am
Why
not one to
isn't a
complain.
skeleton keychain on a
I
cruise ship?
mean, I like my skeleton stuff. I got like this giant
Yo,
thing. His little feet.
I love it. I love him.
Um,
What's his name?
I don't think they're nameless, but it's from Not Scary Farm many years ago.
Murray. Their name is now Murray.
Murray, I like it.
Points to anyone who gets that reference.
I would say at this moment in time, I do not though, but you can tell me after. There'll be one later. I'll be like, oh yeah, but I was like,
All
no,
right.
you
Who the
can't.
hell is Murray?
No.
Yes. Yeah,
There's plenty of other skeleton items, but yeah, I would totally buy that keychain. But on a cruise ship, I feel that's a little disconcerting, like a little worried of why are we giving out what?
I've done enough theme parks, and definitely done enough time at Disneyland specifically because that is my theme park of choice, and hung around the merch area of Universal enough because you don't have to have park entrance to get some of that, to kind of have those moments of, and why do you have this? This random thing that's branded, why is this a thing? So to me, that's just the experience. There's the pens and the license plate holders and the keychains and whatnot that have all the names and oftentimes don't have your name or it's spelled wrong or whatever. Like, that's why they started selling ones that said my name wasn't available. Or you get one that says Bort. But yeah, weird merchandising on tourist destinations is not actually weird to me at this point. It's expected.
It's a thing of death on a ship that could sink and you die. So it's like interesting, but
You ever been to the Queen Mary?
I have. It's a really cool ship.
Haunted ship?
They should sell that kind of merchandise. Absolutely.
Yes.
But a regular ship is like,
yeah.
Though.
Yeah, you appeal to the macabre small children.
Yes.
Of which there is a demographic of presumably more than one. You got it. It's Monkey Island.
Yes. There we go. Pirate stuff. Yeah. Oh, that's fair. It does associate with pirate. Okay. Good point.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Also, Rab Adler pointed out maybe it's for launch of the cruise ship. I think it's been around because they're like, this is one of our celebrated ships, but pirate, there you go. That's fair. It is the easy tie-in of like pirate stuff. Yes. We get more excitement on this cruise ship, and yes, I enjoyed the continuation of our plot. A bit more serious, but we get lots of comedy on the back end. With Anya, but still, even with Yor too. And I love her like it's like instinctive.
The bloodlust sense.
Ooh, that too. I was like, oh, skills we didn't know she really had. Yeah. So I'm not surprised.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Like that sort of sixth sense you get when you are that highly attuned to threats to be able to just know. And it's one of those things where you're dropping bodies again. Yes. Yep.
Somebody with her red drowning. Bottom heels too. I was like, ooh, and she has big old heels and she can, do everything. The
Lobotans. Yes. The Lobotans, is it? The fictional Lobotans. Yeah. I'm not saying that correctly and I don't care. Someone called Drowning Pool. The bodies are hitting the floor. But yeah, it's in terms of an anime, it's very easy to go, yeah, it's a bloodlust sense. It's this. In real life, it's that sort of twigging onto people's body language, facial expressions, the way they carry themselves. So it's less like, oh, that person has bloodlust, and more, you are so accustomed to reading people and reacting to threats that even without your brain consciously going, oh, that's a problem, Like your hindbrain is going, buddy, we have pattern recognition. That's a problem.
Yep.
So I love calling it the bloodlust sense, but also
Yeah.
like that is a thing that you can develop. Not to quite that extent because this is fiction, but like instinct is a thing and you can hone it.
A moment when she turns which I'm like, yes, for Masquerade Party in the Lounge. I'm like, I want to go. That looks so fun.
I want to go. There's a reason I go to Labyrinth of Jareth every year.
Mm-hmm. This really was kind of basic, like, it's simple.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I
but
like
it's also
moment.
on a cruise ship. It's when you have a masquerade themed night as opposed to a full on masquerade ball.
Yes.
It's the cruise ship version, quite literally. We have masquerades at home.
Yeah. No, they turn and she looks and sees that guy and it's like her narrowing in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a girl. And she's like, no problem at all. And the killer button, essentially. I mean,
I love that. Like, I think it just knocked him out. I don't think it killed him.
Yeah, but
it definitely.
Yes. And it's a great cover of like, oh, sir, you've been drinking too much.
Yeah. It's like, you've been drinking too much and we had a lovely dance, but I'm married, so I can't do that. So sit down. And just breaking the guy's hands like,
yep.
Yo.
Also, her boss is like MVP a bit too.
Oh my God.
So much of the bad guy standing there and the boss just like appears. I'm like, yes.
Just rolls up and utterly wrecks it. Like, yes or no questions. Yes or no. Oh, my bad. That wasn't a yes or no question. Just like, bro, what?
More crunching noises before he's dragged off. Like, okay.
And then I just love the shots of them yeeting people off the side of the ship. It just makes me really happy. Goodbye.
I feel there's enough true crime things that they would tell you. I'm like, yeah, that's how you just get rid of the body, though.
Yep. Just as long as no one witnesses it go. Yeet. Yeah. No. God, this was a lot of fun, and I just appreciate all this. This was a ton of fun to watch. I do like that we cut away to the assassins and had that moment of, hey, we should try working together, and also the guy going, what if we just kill every woman with a child on the ship and them getting shanked for the how dare you lump in assassins with common murderers? Like, no, this is not what we do. So kind of an honor. Yeah, kind of an honor amongst thieves that I appreciate. And so just like, I appreciate the keeping the collateral damage to a minimum.
Yeah. And then try not to make the damage because we're the ones paying you all. And then the one just like, I don't really care, which is our bad guy we see you're fighting at the end, which I'm all, oh no, Anya, please don't help. Like,
something and Scythe. I can't remember what his name was.
I like that Anya could remember though. She said it correctly.
There was a frog.
Where does frog come from?
Let's get divorced and let's get rid of Anya. I appreciate that all of her panics include let's get rid of Anya. Like, I mean, she's probably not wrong. If Operation Strix falls apart, that probably kind of is it.
Yeah.
But it's just, it is funny though.
Yes. Giga Derek said Barnaby something. I'm like, yeah, it's like Barnaby.
Yeah, it's like Barnaby the Ball and Scythe or something. I don't know.
It was an interesting one.
It's entirely possible that what is the Japanese word for frog? Because I think my brain is handing me Karopi, and I'm like, that is a character. But it's possible that there is an audio pun with frog and his name or ball and scythe or something. Like, that's kind of where I'm thinking the frog came from, is a pun that does not translate.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
It's like Kairu.
Kairu, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. This one says, Kairu, Kaeru. So
I have
maybe
no
not
idea.
That, but
nope.
Well, at least according to Google. Computer says Dollar Tree gun ho gun. Yes. Yep.
Great value gung ho guns. We have gung ho guns at home.
Well, there we go. The sound a frog makes. Gero, gero.
Yeah, that's
Our
fair.
Froppy, yes. No, he was pretty cool,
Yeah.
and I like how Anya's logic of that just means they'll get rid of each other, and that was like,
Yeah.
Anya, no.
I mean, to be fair, like again, if Operation Strix falls apart,
Yeah,
then
no, it makes sense.
that probably is the dissolution of that. Twilight disappears and Anya goes back to an orphanage. Like, yikes.
And again, no brain cells, because I
None.
understand the logic of Twilight then too. If he's like, yeah, if I look like a bad dad, people won't believe I'm a dad, and so then I'll be called out.
Just
Bless his heart, like what?
panicking over this. And I do love that he picked up on, like, there are a bunch of locations here that have been bugged, but there's all sorts of politicians and whatnot. I'm sure that's just like their secret agent people looking out for them, their bodyguards looking out for them, like him specifically going, nope.
Yeah.
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Yeah.
They're bugged, but it has nothing to do with me. I'm just a dad whose daughter won a trip. It's fine.
Yep.
Just you need to learn how to relax. Oh my god. I described this to my roommate as he's playing 5D chess with himself. She goes, yeah, and losing. So he's playing 5D chess with himself and losing at this point. I believe we call this an anxiety spiral.
I wanted to see these outfits that he's like, how does this work?
I think we might get some.
I think we'll
next
get one
episode.
when he exits.
Yeah.
Come out in it because he said I'm going to leave with one. Yeah.
And it's just, and I appreciate the salesperson straight up, full on upsell.
Oh yeah.
Sees a target and goes for it. I'm like, girl, in this one instance, I hope you get paid on commission.
Yeah.
Just this one instance.
We get a lot of nice moments with each group of them separately with family and how that's important, because we get Anya and Lloyd going, oh, it's like we miss her, which was really cute. And then on yours end, when she's talking with the mafia lady, which I'm like, I'm sorry, I forgot her name again. The mafia lady, is just like, oh, aren't you going to go see your family? And yours getting all flushed of like, yeah, I thought that was sweet. They all cared. Yes, Lloyd being lonely without yours.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, they've, if anything, you get used to the people around you too. So then it's like, okay, where are they?
It takes 2 weeks to form a habit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we end on, a fight scene's going to happen. Given that we have this is going to happen for 3 days. Oh, wait, we thought it was going to happen at the handover. We were wrong. Like, I can foresee 2-3 more episodes, probably, maybe more.
Could be, yeah, because there's a large group of assassins that unless they're going to all get taken out at once or some way to like change that, I'm hoping we get a bit more fights, or that will be the comedy of trying to hide the fight, or, make it more subtle. How do we...
Like, I'm wondering at what point do we get Twilight involved in the action, if at all? Yeah. Like I'm losing my mind. They know what the agent who is acting like the mafia woman's wife looks like, but it's tall guy, blonde, this color eyes.
Yeah.
If all you have is that description...
Yes.
And if he winds up in a green suit, or if he winds up in something that looks like what Twilight is wearing,
yes. I follow.
The mistaken identity of other people going after him.
I feel that could happen. That could be entertaining. Because he's also blonde. So. Yeah. Yeah.
Again, if all you have is an audio descriptor and you see someone that matches that and you go, that guy.
Yeah.
Who knows, man? Who knows? Wrong place, wrong time.
Rab says, is the cruise a cover to get rid of a lot of former assets? Seriously.
Maybe.
At this point.
But they're all mercenaries, aren't they? They're assassins that are kind of out for their own thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's getting rid of it. It's a free-for-all. It's first come, like the guy said, it's first come, first serve of who gets there. But
they're just all paying the same guy in the chair.
Yes. And they all do understand that the garden is dangerous of like, okay, we should work together. So then that's interesting of like how aware they are of other groups, which makes sense because they should know who else is out there. But that they essentially respect the danger of that too, like not brushing it off of like, that's fine. What was it?
And just trying to figure out where the information leak is. And the one guy's like, I called my parents 3 days ago because I was never going to see them again. And it's like, no, that's not the info leak. The siesta on the deck was the info leak.
Yeah.
Again, on the one hand, I can't blame her.
Yeah.
Like, I can't blame her for being stir crazy. But on the other hand, like, girl, come on.
Well, it's interesting because they look around and Yor's looking for, you know, like intruders or violence or something like that. She's not looking for, you know, secret detection devices of surveillance.
I don't know if she's wired that way. Honestly.
I don't think so. That's true. That's not the first thing she would think of because she's thinking of like a physical threat come in, not a technological one. Yeah, that's a good point.
And I mean, most of all of these assassins are, again, paying a guy who is specialized in putting in the listening devices and being able to sift out the information they need. So none of them are doing that on their own either. It's Twilight who is accustomed to information being the most important thing, being versed in knowing where to look for taps and recording devices and just knowing, you know, it's that sort of, he's so used to it that he can recognize them even when other people bypass them. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me that a bunch of assassins are not tuned to the technological side of things when the technological side of things isn't nearly as advanced as modern day. So something like that wouldn't be as ubiquitous unless you were thinking like a spy.
Yeah. Because their missions of themselves, of what they do, is not necessarily surveillance. They just want to find them and kill them. So
Yep. That's why they're paying surveillance, dude. So it makes sense. And it makes sense why the assassins would have missed that. And why the people from the garden would have missed that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Any other moments that stood out to you? I think those
were pretty straightforward.
Yep. It's very entertaining.
Covering action gets interesting.
Yeah.
Because there's only so many ways you can say, and the violence was intriguing before you run out of ways to say it.
It was exciting. We'll go with that.
It was great. It was great. It was a very good time.
That stood out to you from this episode, down below. Leave a comment.
Yep.
All right.
These are going to be a lot of, when this arc is over, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch back to back to back to back.
Yes, it would be nice. I do like that, not having to wait. I'm like, what's next?
Well, that is the downside of watching something as it airs, sitting there going.
Or you could just watch and then, ooh, there's a big bug. That just flew by, and I'm like, what the heck? Oh, there it is.
I mean, if you want to go read the manga so you don't have to worry about spoilers, you can, but we do not do that here.
Yes.
So we don't have any of those spoilers, so be respectful in the chat and the comments, please.
The other thing, too, is it's like, wait, lost track of seeing what comes next. I lost it, and then everybody's annoyed.
Everything happens so much. I think we can roll at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, we got people out in the hallway yappering.
All right, so let's move into, I forgot what the lower third is, but it's our recommendations. It's things we like that we want to tell you about. Stuff you should check out. Thank you. Big Monday energy. I cannot believe it took this long to hit.
Okay.
I'm assuming you want me to go first, unless things are cleared up over there. Awesome. Go for it. Go for it.
But yes, so things I watched a few. I got through a few things, so I'm excited. I finished the Fall of the House of Usher. So good. Nice. It is extremely gory. That's our, we give trigger warnings on this show. So trigger warning, it's very gory. There's some really intense graphic stuff. If you are a fan of horror and gore, no big for you, but just letting some people know. Not super spooky, more tension. There's a lot of great dialogue because it pulls from Edgar Allan Poe and different stories along the way. So it's not just like one piece of his. So very satisfying. I think Hill House was my favorite. I will say this will be second because it's a similar tone and vibe, which I missed in the other two. So that's entertaining. The other, and so I watched that. Loki finished that season, which is also great. But yeah, you need to watch season 1, otherwise you'll be like, "What's happening?" So the other one that's it's now on Netflix. There we go. That's what it was. I watched I watched a lot of Bollywood if y'all don't know about that. But Jawan, it's Jawan. It's with Shah Rukh Khan, who's like the king of Bollywood. It is on Netflix now. It is a wild good time. Oh my gosh. That's like, just go for the ride. Like, this has like, even for me, there were parts I was laughing with my friend because I was like, what is happening? But I was so here for it. It's like popcorn film. Like, some of the action is the over the top 300 stylistic, like very dramatic color palette and slow-mo and just like physics. What's that?
Who needs it? Who needs physics?
It is the escapism, like, just really fun. That one I will give trigger warning, and they do give trigger warning. They do have themes of suicide. It's far more graphic than even some American movies. Like, it's not graphic in the sense of normally our movies here cut away much sooner. So I was like, oh wow, that has some dark stuff. Also, we have like children that are ill and like seeing them die kind of idea. That I'm like, this is I did not know at all going in, and like it was a little bit but
Yeah.
it has a significance, it has importance to the context of the film, but I would give that warning to people of like, it's not just total fluff. There are some serious topics that are addressed along the way and very out there, like showing you it. So just my trigger warning, but it is a wildly good time otherwise. Great songs, great acting, a lot of other stuff. The less you know, the better, because it was very entertaining, some of the things that they do. So that's very fun, and that's on Netflix. Oh, the other thing about that was really funny is it was the lead actor's birthday on like a Friday ago. And so they had a promo ad where he's playing his character and is like, you need to release the movie now. And then they do, and they're like, and happy birthday. And I'm like, oh, it's out on his birthday. And so it's a fun promo ad. If you haven't seen it, you can go look that up online. But yes, so those were my bigger things that I would say I watched. And still making my way through Vampire Diaries.
All right. Did I ever send you like the 5?
You did. And then I passed that on to my friend my friend and her friend watched all of it. So I'll be like, I'm sending it to you so I can find it later. Cause I'm only on like halfway through season 2, but that's also my cheesy teen soap that it's fun.
Yes.
But yeah.
I have watched pretty much nothing new because holy cow, life is busy. Yes. Hydrate or dihydrate.
Yes, good one.
Yes. It's been all the same YouTube stuff and writing my words for National Novel Writers Month every day. And then if we have time, we are working our way through there are so many Spider-Man 2s at this point. This is Marvel's Spider-Man 2 for the PS5, but only when we both have our word count done for the day. So it doesn't always work out. So it's going to be fairly slow going until December when we can just mainline. But yeah, the game is excellent. If you don't want to play it, but you want to know the story, there are a lot of very good playthroughs. I recommend Jacksepticeye. He does an amazing job. Yes, the Vampire Diaries video I was talking about, because why not? We'll recommend this YouTube channel today, is by a YouTuber named Jenny Nicholson. She does a lot of frankly hilarious deep dives into media. She does a lot of theme park stuff, most of it Disney flavored, but I will still put on her like 4.5 hour Evermore video just to have it on and listen, because it is just a fascinating gallivanting train wreck of a park. She talks about a few weird obscure media things. She's found the worst reality show ever, and she talks about it. The bit that I start my spooky season with is she has a video called Creepy Cocktails, where she goes into the Hallmark Channel's DIY series and talks about that. And it's I love her jokes. I love her sense of humor. And it's so damn funny. So if you want like a sample size, Creepy Cocktails is a good way to do it. It's very indicative of the kind of videos she makes, the kind of media she likes to cover, the way that she covers things. It's a nice 20-minute sample. If you want to go straight into the deep end, the Vampire Diaries video is amazing. I love the Evermore video. Well, and the Dear Evan Hansen roast is so good. So it really depends on your taste in media and your taste in YouTubers, but I highly recommend Jenny Nicholson. She's pretty great.
Nice. Looking over the chat, John Knight said, "Hello, ladies. I watched Trigun, Badlands, Rumble on Blu-ray. Good one.
Yes.
Yes." And then said, "Now I need to watch the Trigun Stampede dub. Let us know when you get to."
You are mainlining.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good one. And Gig Derek had rewatch across. That was recommending rewatch Across the Spider-Verse. Yes.
It is on Netflix now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let us know the different stuff that you're watching, reading, games you're playing. Let us know down in the comments.
Link your Spotify Christmas playlist down there and let's all steal songs from each other. I'm not kidding.
Yes, let's do it.
This is how I get new music. I'm like, throw it at me and I'll see if I like it.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? That's a good way to discover new stuff. Of like, I love sharing music with my friends. I'm like, I think you'll like it. Of like, here you go. Like, send a YouTube link. I'm like, here, check it out. And then sometimes it's like, you got to watch the video. If it's a music video too.
I am in so many Discords where it's like, oh, I read the story you wrote. Here's about 5 songs that remind me of it. Just go.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And yeah, there we go. Oh, nice. John Knight says yesterday was Lex Lang's birthday. He's the voice of Geto in Jujutsu Kaisen. Geto, yes. Actually, speaking of that, we have an interview with him. It's like, no, we've talked to him before, and we had the Jujutsu Kaisen interview here on this channel.
Yes.
Which, speaking of that, let's get into where people can find us and anything you want to promote.
Yeah, you can follow me all over the social medias as well as on YouTube and Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. Yeah, if you like reaction videos, vlogs, etc., they live on that YouTube channel. I am also a co-host on Silver Screams, which is a horror YouTube channel. So if you would like to see the horror flavored version of that and also maybe watch me jump out of my skin a couple times, we have fun videos there too.
Nice. And y'all can find me, there we go, online everywhere at Carrie D Lane. That's Karidlane. I got a bunch of different kind of recommendation videos and anime suggestions like over on TikTok, but some of those are on Instagram as well. Check out here on the Fanversation channel. We have lots of interviews with voice actors, and it's nice to see when people are finding those later. And so welcome if you are new here. And be sure to, we forgot about it. There we go. Follow over on Twitter, NTATNB.
Yes.
We'll post other stuff on there as well. And here on the Fanversation channel. Fanversation is across all social media. I was just looking over the chat. Yes. Fanversation's on all social media platforms at
Yes.
You'll find it at Fanversation. And make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.